Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and today we're going to be playing Handle with Care. As it's Tuesday, of course, we are playing one of James Sinclair's Artisanal Sudoku series. And if you remember in past weeks, prior weeks I should say, I've focused on featuring the harder of the three free puzzles that James shares in his email list. Now, one particular thing about this harder puzzle is there's usually two variants. One that's slightly harder with fewer clues, one that's slightly more approachable with more clues. Now, I'd say based on the feedback and the comments over the last few weeks, the expectation from this channel seems to be that I feature and I play the harder puzzle with fewer clues, but obviously for you, the audience, you get to pick your own adventure. Down below, there will be two different links, one with the one I'm going to be playing right now, and one that should be ever so slightly more approachable with additional more clues. Anyway, enough of this lengthy introduction, let's take a look at what should we be handling with care by James Sinclair and the following set of rules. We've got normal Sudoku, and it says all clues are standards. So thermometer, Renban, Entropic lines, and kind of odds and evens with odd digits on circles, even digits on squares. So if you're familiar with all of these rules, choose your adventure down below with the links. Just in case you're not, let's just quickly walk you through these rules. Normal Sudoku, that means place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and then every 3 by 3 box. The thermometers, digits on thermometer decrease from the bulb end. Now I've read this text before, so I know that in this particular case, this is the bulb end, and you've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cell thermometer here. If this cell is 2, this would have to be 3 or higher. Essentially, I don't have to have regular steps. So a step of 1 here, it doesn't necessarily have to be another step of 1. I could jump and go to a 5 here. The only thing that I cannot do is decrease anywhere alongside that thermometer. Now, what looks like additional bulbs, let me explain that now. Essentially, you have digits in cells with a gray circle have to be odd. So that would be 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. That includes these two cells, but not the bulb of that thermometer. Notice how I actually included a 0 rather than 9. Now, digits inside squares, of which there are 3, they have to be even, so they would be 2, 4, 6, or 8. Right, the other lines that we have in here, so the purple line is a Renban line. So if you imagine that this cell here is a 2, which is an even digit, these two cells have to form a consecutive set of digits alongside these 3 cells in the Renban, without any repeats, although obviously all of them are in the same boxes. That could be 2, 3, 4. That could be 1, 2, 3. What I couldn't do, however, is skip a digit and go to, say, let's 1, 2, 5, or even more ridiculous, 1, 2, 4. They're no longer a consecutive set. Excuse me. And then last but not least, we've got entropy. So the orange lines are entropic lines, and every set of 3 adjacent cells must contain one of, I'm actually going to just restart so I don't give away any clues, essentially a low digit, such as 1, 2, 3, well, specifically 1, 2, 3, a middle digit, 4, 5, 6, a high digit, 7, 8, 9. Now, it doesn't actually have to be in that order. I could have gone 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6. But the important statement here is that every 3 cells have to have the same set. So I've got low, medium, high. Well, now I have medium, high. This one is going to have to be low, otherwise we've broken the set. And you end up repeating. We've got high and low. This is going to have to be medium, etc., etc. That's all the rules that we have for today. As always, if you want to play along, links in the description down below for you to choose. And with that said, I'm going to restart the clock and see how I get on. Excuse me. Right. Definitely start with the largest clue, which is the entropy line. Am I doing this right? No. All right, okay. So the corners are green. Then every cell after that is purple, and every cell after that is orange. Okay. I obviously don't know what green, purple, or orange are just yet. I just know that they're going to be from sets. So this could be 1, 2, 3, this could be 7, 8, 9, this could be 4, 5, 6. It's down to us to figure out. And I think we can immediately figure it out with the greens. In row 5, we have, although it's not very obvious, we've got 2 even digits that are both from the same entropic set. If you quick reminder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which one of these sets has 2 evens? And the quick answer is only the 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9 only has 8. 1, 2, 3 only has 2. That's not going to work. So these cells, I'm actually going to recolor this so it's yellow to clearly show there's some sort of middle digit. These are all 4, 5, 6. Obviously, these two are not. This is 4, 6. Excuse me. Let's use the thermometer. So what did I say it was? 7 cells. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. Actually, I probably don't need to do that because you can really see in row 5, we've got a 4, 6 pair. That gives me a 5. This has to be an odd digit, and it's not 5. It can't be 6. That's 7. That's 8. That's 9. Same clue in here. This has to be an odd digit. That is not 5. That has to be 3. That's 2. That's 1. That's lovely. Right, the 5s removes the 2, 5 options in here. This is another 4, 6 pair. And then we now probably need to stare for a bit to try and figure out what to do next. Now, kind of what jumps out at me is boxes 2, 4, 6, and 8 have a plethora of information. Actually, here's something that you can do right away. So 5 is in none of these cells. 5 is not low or high. Where am I going with this? Where am I going with this? It's a very good question. So I know that 5 is in none of these cells. Where I was going with this is I thought the 5s are kind of pushed to the corner. They are. Right, let's take a look at box 4. So in essence, none of these can be 5. The other thing is, this Renban cannot be 5. No, that's not true. I could definitely do 5, 6, 7. That would be 4. And then my high digits, 8 or 9, are still available. Yeah. Right, abandon that idea. Let's keep thinking. Right, more obvious statements. Let's try those. And actually, I have another thing that I want to try afterwards. 1 and 9 are not on these Renbans. The reason is, if I put a 1, the extreme digits, this would be a 1, 2, 3 setup. But remember, one of this purple is low and one of them is high. So if I take away all the low digits in that box, I have broken the entropy line. Right? So no 1, no 9. If I can rule out 5, that would be phenomenal. And the reason I'm saying if I can rule out 5, because then essentially I'm forcing this to be 2, 3, 4 or 6, 7, 8, because I can't have a 5. But obviously if I can have a 5, I could have 3, 4, 5. I could obviously have 5, 6, 7. So essentially these are my 4 sets of options, because I've eliminated the 1, 2, 3 option and I've eliminated the 7, 8, 9 option. And obviously 4, 5, 6 doesn't work with a 4, 6 pair in here. Right, so the other clue that I kind of was wondering about is this 8 and this 2, which seems very deliberate with the thermometer. So let's have a think about that. Right, yes, very useful with the odd circles. Reason is, well, 2 can't be in here. That's obvious, that's Sudoku. 2 cannot be inside the circles because they're odd. That means 2 is very much on the Renban, and this is 2, 3, 4, and this is a 6, and this is a 4. And then I've got the same idea in here. Actually, yeah, same idea in here. 2 is not there. 2 is not inside the odd circles. 2 has to be in here with 2, 3, 4, and here's another 6, and here's another 4. Can't do the same trick up here with box 2, but I can with box 6. So not 8, not 8. This has to be 8, and therefore it's a 6, 7, 8 run. There we go. I'm going to just remove these before I accidentally use them. Now, what that also tells me is in these corners, I have definitely a 1 in here, because what is the remaining low digit, given I've used 2 and 3, and the same thing in here, oh sorry, no, in this one, because I've used 6, 7, and 8, the only remaining high digits from 7, 8, 9 is a 9 in here. So 1 and 3, oh, there you go. Now that we actually know the Renbans, we still don't know this one. Where is 5 now in these boxes? And we know that these are low and high, they're not middle. So this is a 5, this is a 5, this is a 5. I don't know what's going on with this one, but I'm guessing a bit of Sudoku would actually help us come back and actually figure out what's going on with this one. Because we don't have the same circles in box 2 like we do in the other 3. Right, let's think about this a bit more. I'm going to focus on the 2 ones, given I've got more of them. So these are probably going to look very similar. And essentially, I've used the 3 and the 1. So these circles are from 5, 7, 9. Now this one can't be 7, this one can't be 7. Okay. And then I've used 2, 3, 4. So this cell, so essentially I have one high digit from 7, 8, 9, a second high digit in one of these cells, and then a third one in here, 7, 8, 9. And again, 7, 8, 9. Now, kind of, I'm guessing this is going to be the reverse of it. So not 5, 7, 9. This will be 1, 3, 5, because I've used the 7 and the 9. And I essentially have one low digit, the 1 or 3 in here, a second one in there, and then the third one would have to be in here with 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, excuse me. That is not a 4. And then in the middle, I have essentially another high digit that is not 7, an 8 or 9. Actually, and that's not 6. Sleuth, come on. And then another low digit, which is not 3, another 1 or 2. And probably Sudoku around about now would help if I can figure out what it all means. Maybe the fact that this is a 4 helps us. Thing is, I don't think I've eliminated the possibility of 5, 6, 7 on the Renban. No. So the Renban, actually, no, I probably have. Right, this is 2 or 8. Let's start with the obvious because it's an even digit. So we although we don't have the odd circles, we've got the even square. And it's not 4 or 6, so this is 2 or 8. Now, I know that I can't do 1, 2, 3 because then I would have broken the entropic line. So 2, and obviously 2, 3, 4 doesn't work because I've already got a 4. So technically, we do know that this is an 8. And then I know it's not 7, 8, 9, and obviously Sudoku helps here, but this is 6, 7, 8. The 9 now has to be on here for sure, similar to what we've done in box 6. And presumably the same setup as before. Yeah, the 5 has to be in the corners with a low digit, because I need 1 low digit, 2 low digits, 3 low digits. So up here is 1, 2, 3, 5. Not a 3, not a 3. And then one of these is again not 4, not 8. I really should be doing a bit more Sudoku. I'm going to do that next. And another 1, 2, 3. And then we've got the same challenge again of another low digit and another high digit. The high digit in this column is not 7. And it's not 8, well, because we've already placed them. So this has to be the 7. There's a 9 now in here. the 9s are lining up in rows 4 and 6. So no 9s in these, which gives me 5, 7. Presumably that definitely now has to be 9. And this is a 1-8 pair. We still haven't figured out the polarities of these, but that is definite progress. The 7 in here has given me the 6, the 7. The 6 I can continue with, that's 6, just Sudoku. What about 4? Since I've got 3, 5, 6, 7, 4. 4, yeah, 4. And then the 9 is in here with 1 or 2. And then the 8 is in there with presumably 1 or 2 again. Yeah. So this is 1, 2, 8. This is 1, 2, 9. 3 and 4 had given me a 2 in here, a 3 in there, a 4 in there. This is not 2. I really should do some more Sudoku. I think I've said that enough. Problem is I just get distracted by all the flashy things and I look around. 2, 3 pair, that's a 4. That's a 5, 9 pair because we've got the 7, which means that's another 1, 8 pair. How am I not resolving any of these 1, 8s? What's going on? Not 7, not 7, is 7, and in fact this is 8 because of the 6, therefore this is 6. This is 1, 8, 9, and it's not 8, so that is 1 or 9. That does give me 8 over here, a 1 in there, and now we know the polarities. Purple is blue, orange is red, and I can just fill a bunch of these in. 9, 9, and 1, 2, or 3. We still haven't resolved that. 9 has given me 5 and 9, and therefore 5 in here, not 5. This is 1 or 2. This is clearly a 1 now. That's a 2. That's an 8. This is not 3 and this is not 8, so that's a 1, 2 pair. This is of course a 1, therefore that's a 9. That is not 9 or 1, that's in fact 2, 1, 2, 5, 3, not 1, not 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. That's basically the cross in the middle done. So I'm tempted to take a look at this entropic line next. Notice this cell is not 4, 5, or 6. And in fact, this cell is not 4, 5, or 6. So this cell is the middle digit. And it's not 5 clearly. This is 4 or 6. Then one of them is going to be high, one of them is going to be low. Now, if this is the low digit, it's not 1 or 2, it'd be 3. And if this is the high digits, not 7 or 9, it would be 8. Now, presumably the reverse of that is kind of less pronounced. Yeah, this could be 1 or 2, it cannot be 3. And this is not 8, but it could be 7 or 9. So that's fully pencil marked, but not hugely useful. So I am probably going to have to do more Sudoku. Such as, where's 1 in box 1? It's none of these. It's not this cell. That's 1, and therefore that's not 3. That's a high digit. That places 1s here, 1s there. Whilst I'm down here, that's actually a 1, 2 pair. What about 2s maybe? That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 1. Lovely. I think that's 1, 2's done. Notice, sorry, I was looking at 3 next, and I'm noticing 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5 kind of breaks up here at the top, but interesting. Is interesting. So have a look. 3, 5, 3, 5. That's a 3, 5 pair. Not quite the same here, because I've got a few more options for them. I mean, this is 3, 5, 7. The column, that is not 7. That is not 3. Obviously the 4 6s, the way that they've been done, you've got kind of 4 6 pairs kind of creating a cross here, and almost, I mean, that 4 6 can only be in there, and then that 4 6 is one of these cells. Getting somewhere. I think I probably need a few more clues, but it clearly seems to have been constructed to help. 9. Okay, maybe I'll do 9 and 8 next. 9. So 9's X-wing there. 8, yep, 8. 8, therefore 9, therefore 9. This is 4 6 8 in the column. That's the 8. That's the 4 6. I have another 4 6 which can't be there. That's the 4 6. That's the 7. Then another 4 6 which kind of works on this Renban with a 3 5 7. This is another 3 5 7. And therefore this is the other 4 6. And then this is the other 4 6. I still need another 3 5 7. That is not 5. That is 3 7. And this is 3 5. In here I need another 3 5 and something else. Oh, I've stopped working on 8s. That's the problem. There you go. That is another 3 5. If I can type. So I need more 3 5 7s. Well, this is not a 7. This is 3 5. So I should be able to place a 7 with. Interesting. I'm actually not sure what I've done there. Hopefully not a mistake. Because the 7 is in one of these cells alongside a 4 6. 4 6 is not here. That is 4 6. That is 7. That is 3. That is 5. That is 7. That's not 7 anymore. That's a 3 5 pair. That is 7. I feel like I messed up something up. There you go. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. The 3 is helpful because it can't be joining with the 6. So that's 4, that's 6, and that is the puzzle. It's a beautifully constructed puzzle for sure. Now, normally, you've seen me do this all the time. I play a puzzle, I focus on the variants and kind of abandon the Sudoku at the end. And I'll be honest, whenever I ever get to that stage, I'm always thinking, oh, no, it's classic Sudoku. But this one was beautifully constructed with the 3 5 pairs, the 4 6 pairs, the Renban helping us resolve it all. Fantastic puzzle. Really one of your best, James. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed the puzzle and the video. And let me know how you got on with either version down in the comments below. See you back soon. Bye-bye for now.